Megan Hicks of I Run Far, and I'm here with Alex Nichols. It's a couple days before the 2018 Vibram Hong Kong 100K. We're in Hong Kong.
Yeah, it's pretty wild to be here.
So I just got here late last night. You just got off the plane a couple hours ago. We both did record, PR length flights to get here.
Yep, mine was 5 hours and 50 on the dot. Our pilot was correct when he announced.
15 hours.
Yeah, sorry. I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, you got off the plane just now. You haven't even slept yet.
Yeah. 15 hours, 50 minutes, and basically 2 days, 1 night worth of missing time.
Yeah, because you crossed the international date line and you literally advanced through time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's exciting, I'm up there with Doc Brown now. It's good.
Okay, so we're in Hong Kong. You're here for a race. It's the beginning of your 2018 racing season.
Yeah, it's an early start. But we have been fortunate, yet also unfortunate. In Colorado, we've had really dry weather, so training's been pretty good.
Chilly at times.
Yeah.
But yeah, not a lot of snow, so trails have been runnable.
Yeah. I mean, we've just had maybe one decent storm this whole winter.
Like a couple days ago, right?
Yeah, just on Sunday. So things have been really good for trail running.
And not so much for skiing or climate.
Yeah, that's rough on all the resorts right now.
Yeah. So let's talk about your 2017. On paper, to me, it looks like you had a good year.
Yeah.
Yeah. A win at Black Canyon, a
Yep.
second at Western States, and a third at Les Templiers. Those are, when I look at your year, those are your highlights. Is that what you'd say also?
Yeah, for sure. It feels like Black Canyon was a long time ago, even though it was basically a year ago.
Yeah. You were, a year ago, that's what you were prepping for, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, kind of when I think back on it, that was maybe the best race of the year for me. It was really good. Just the conditions and how fast we ran. So, Western States was good. It wasn't great. And then
Well, you finished second.
Yeah. I don't know. It was just there wasn't ever a race in 2017 that was just perfect.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Survived it.
Yeah.
But survived it pretty well, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're here, it's 2018. It's a couple days before the start of the Hong Kong 100K. What is your, have you planned out your year? You being at an early season Ultra Trail World Tour race, is that sort of foreshadowing what your season's going to look like, or?
Yeah. Well, so doing this race essentially to get enough points to get into UTMB.
Okay.
So I really need to finish this race.
At all costs.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the number one goal.
So if everything goes to heck, you'll be walking it in to get the points?
For sure. Yeah, I don't know what the cutoff is. I might want to check that just in case.
Actually, I found out tonight it's 32 hours.
Oh.
I think it's 32 hours. Don't quote me on that. It's something like you can
I
have
might
an
not
app.
catch my flight if that happened. So maybe that's what I'll focus on. It's finishing the race, getting to the airport. Yeah.
So you're here looking for your UTMB points, and is that your ultimate goal for the year?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll do the Madeira Sky Ultra in early June. That's kind of, those two races are the ones that are really concrete at this point.
Okay.
Beyond that, we'll kind of see what happens. Yeah.
The Hong Kong course. We've now had several years of this race bringing over Americans in international competition. So you've got some data from people who have come and suffered and thrived before you.
Yeah.
What have you heard about this course? What has been your sort of strategic approach mentally, physically, getting prepped for it?
In the training that I've done has been more focused on the back half of the race, because that's what everybody says, is that it gets a lot steeper. It gets really stair-filled. That's been a big complaint from a lot of people.
Complaint.
Yeah. So I've really focused on that, just making sure I can even have that sort of ability to be able to go through stairs quickly, especially on the downhill. And you do get better at it if you practice it. So,
like, is it because of a coordination, like eye-foot coordination, or is it just the mechanical being able to?
No, I think it's that, like, getting the rhythm of going downstairs quickly. And when I first started sort of training for this, I was not very good. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I can like double step and just
triple step.
Maybe not triple step, not yet. I'm not that good.
You're kind of sounding like a Dipsy race.
Oh, yeah.
Strategic planner right now.
Yeah, I could see a lot of similarities because it's all about being like smooth and fast at the same time.
So as I understand it, the final 25K of this race is pretty tough. Like 3 really big climbs and going over Hong Kong's high point, which is like 1,000 meters.
Yeah, that's really exciting. I didn't know that until maybe a few weeks ago when I watched the little video online, and going over that last peak just before the end. It looks really, really steep, and at mile 55 or whatever, that's going to be really tough.
So when I think of Alex Nichols, the racer, like, you're just very good at figuring out how much energy to use in the first part of the race so that you have the same amount of energy for the middle, and you look like you have the same amount of energy at the end. Yeah. When a race is so different, like the course is so different at the beginning versus at the end, how does that factor in for you in terms of trying to play how much energy to use?
I mean, for me, it's just always the first couple of miles when you're running and people are like, feeling a little antsy and going pretty fast. Then I think to myself, I still have 59 miles to run. And so if I can't run 59 miles at this pace on a completely flat course, I probably shouldn't be doing that, knowing that the last 25K all of a sudden has 5,000 feet of climbing. So that's,
Have you practiced with any long runs or long days out that are kind of like start flat, finish steep, or?
Not necessarily. I've done a lot of more up-down days instead of just focusing on one big climb then one downhill, just working on that transition from down to up, down to up.
Got it.
Yeah.
And my last question for you is with regards to recovering from that epic flight that you just took. Are you just gonna, after we get done with this interview, are you just gonna crash and maybe wake up 15 hours later and start over again?
Yeah, that would be the goal. I think with any of the European races, I just I can sleep pretty well for long periods, so I'll probably sleep 12 hours tonight, 12 hours tomorrow. Hopefully 12 hours the next night.
Be ready to go.
Yep.
That's definitely something that, when you come so many time zones over, getting that, the extra stresses on your body, right, is interesting.
Yeah, I think it's maybe something people don't really consider when they see sort of Americans racing abroad or vice versa, Europeans coming to the U.S. You're definitely at a disadvantage, and you just have to kind of work that into your plan.
All right. Well, best of luck to you on Saturday.
Thanks.
And best of luck to you and your long sleep tonight.
Thanks. I'll do my best.
Good luck, Alex.
Thank you.